Hi guys, this is Warren and you're tuned into Wow TV. I've got a special guest for you, so you can't go anywhere, okay? This guy is taking over the music industry. He's making Tiny Temper look tiny. Arms out. When they say with the arms out, this guy literally is taking over, okay? I brought sunglasses with me today because obviously this guy's a hot prospect. He's taken over. He's got a fan base of, how many followers do you have now?
A few thousand.
A few thousand. He says a few thousand. He's at 200,000 in just a matter of months. So this guy, okay, literally, let me introduce you to the one and only Victor Hugo.
What's up?
What's going? You good?
I'm good, man. Shit.
This guy, man, literally, he's doing his thing. So the first question I want to ask you, okay, everything that you want to do, what got you into the music industry?
Well, like, kind of like what made me want
Yeah. So what wanted you to obviously... Because I heard that you've done acting as well.
Yeah. Like, when I was in school, I used to do, obviously, like, typical theatre kind of movies, etc. But I don't know, as a kid, obviously, having moved from, you know, a really tropical country to an isolated area where there's not much diversity, I was already kind of like, you know, basically like a sore thumb, basically. I just kind of stuck out. And as I just kind of grew up and stuff, you know, and during hard times, you know, during school, etc., being bullied, blah, 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 I just kind of like, each year, you know, as I grew up, I just kind of basically found something about myself that I didn't know, you know, until the point where I got to where I just realized, you know, during like secondary school, that I didn't want to do what everybody else in school wanted to do. I wanted to just go and do my own thing. You know, I wanted to go and, you know, as some people say, break the status quo, kind of, you know, just break the mold. And that is basically what led me to music, you know, because I was quite, obviously, I mean, I had friends, but most of the time I was quite isolated because I wanted to keep to myself because I did a lot of thinking. Yeah. And where I would do most of my thinking would be the art studio or, you know, the music room, etc. You know, I would just go out there, play a bit of music, etc. And that's just basically how it developed. Music just kind of like basically, in a very cheesy way, it was kind of like my friend. It just kind of gave me comfort. And as I grew up, I just, you know, became so passionate about it that there was nothing else really that I wanted to do apart from that. And the same basically goes for acting. Really. I just felt like a completely different person when I acted like someone else other than myself. Yeah. You know?
Because it's mad, because like, how do you juggle doing your exams and writing music? Because you write your own songs as well.
Yeah.
That's what I heard, man. This guy, he writes his own songs. Okay, so all those artists out there that don't write their own songs, listen, you got to write your own songs if you want. If you want to get on Victor's level, you have to write your songs out there. So basically, your first song, okay, Baby Baby, okay? Listen to this song, man. Baby, baby, but baby. Where did you think of this song, man? Was you in your bedroom? Was you with friends? Where did you make this song up?
I mean, it's crazy how these things just kind of happen, really, you know, like one day you might be walking and then, you know, a couple of words just pop into your head and then you just clicks, you know, or, you know, you might be with some girl and stuff, you're just thinking, oh, baby, so then it's like, you know, that's it, one hit wonder, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't really, like, you know, sometimes obviously it's like with my deep and personal songs, obviously I have to sit down and think about, you know, the lyrics and etc. what they mean, but for the other times, you know, it literally just spontaneously comes to me, like just out of nowhere, you know, I'll literally, like I said, be walking down the street, thinking of something, listening to something, hearing something, and it just pops and sticks, and then that sticks to my head, and then I just go on from there, basically.
Definitely.
And that's how I do it.
That's amazing, because obviously Simon Cowell has signed you, okay? We all know, guys, that Simon Cowell could be a bit cutthroat. What's he like? When he's off camera, what's Simon like?
Simon off camera, like, he's like, I don't know, basically he's like the dad of the entire family, really. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, you know, you see one side of Simon on camera, but off camera, he's, I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about him, obviously. He's still a strict off camera, actually, just as he is on camera. I don't want to say too much, but no, like, in all seriousness, he's an amazing guy, he's an amazing mentor, and, you know, with his help, you know, recently and stuff with my music, he's just, you know, basically made me excel in my career, and I'm extremely grateful for that. Yeah. So I thank him.
Mistake me if I'm wrong as well, because obviously, not that I watch the magazines or read the magazines, but basically I saw you with One Direction. Do you hang out with like Harry Styles and Zayn? Is that a casual thing?
Obviously, because they were in the previous year, so obviously they come to the show to just, you know, give us a bit of like help and stuff. And during one of their visits, you know, we obviously spoke and hanged out a bit, and I mean, you know, they're pretty chill guys, so we just basically, you know, started talking and stuff, and we just decided to hang out a couple of times, and yeah, like they're all of them, they're a bunch of cool guys,
Yeah.
and yeah, like we'll just go out for a drink.
Definitely, because obviously you're the same age, obviously, so you got the same kind of interests.
Yeah,
as
basically,
well.
yeah.
So I've seen your car, it's obviously parked outside. Yeah, literally.
The first thing I bought.
Was that the first thing you
first
bought?
thing I had to buy that first thing.
Seriously.
You know, I just had to. That one thing was on my mind the entire time. Actually, when I won.
Yeah, there's me rolling in with my Ford Fiesta, and this guy rolls in his Bentley. Literally, I'm not even joking. Window down. I was like, man, I don't care. I'm gonna get back into my Ford Fiesta. I've got like a cassette player of mine. You've got like. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh man. But anyway, this guy's doing it. He's doing it. But so anyway, okay, so you got the music industry sorted, okay. Heard that you're going out with Selena Gomez.
I don't know about that, you know.
Is that rumours? Is it rumours or is it actually happening? It's like, because you hear a lot of stuff in the papers that you got to take with a pinch of salt.
No. Like we've just been hanging out basically.
Yeah.
Like she also came as well during one of the weeks. You know, for performance and stuff. She also debuted her single, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, like she as well. Like in One Direction, you know, she kind of just gave us a bit of insight in the industry. She just basically, you know, gave us a couple of inspiration on helpful, you know, words before performance. You know, just basically, I don't know, just give us some great advice basically. And yeah, she's a great girl, and we've been hanging out and stuff. You know, when I went to America as well to debut one of my singles, yeah, like I met her up there as well. So
so you've been to America already?
Yeah.
Have you been to America before?
No, that was my first time.
First time?
Yeah.
So first thing, you go over to America. Where in America was you?
LA, obviously. Yeah.
LAX, man. He's living a dream. But so you went over to America. Did the American people, do they know who you are yet?
A few of them, obviously, yeah. I mean, I wasn't really expecting a massive crowd and stuff, but more than I expected, kind of just recognized me when I was just walking down the street, basically. Like, obviously, like, at the airport, I just had security, or, you know, escort me basically to the hotel and stuff. I mean, I was literally just going there to kind of basically build my, you know, my music and my name over in the States. And I don't know, like, just honestly, I went out because I met obviously Selena there, and I met Niall as well from One Direction because he was there for the weekend.
Yeah.
So
I heard he's a bit of a bad boy. Is he a bit of a bad boy?
I don't know what, you know, bad boy exactly means, but he's a joker. He likes to joke around and stuff. But
I was talking about the ladies. Is he a bit of a bad boy with the ladies?
He does go out on a few dates now.
Yeah.
Here and there.
So obviously I saw that because he was going out with the girl from Little Minx. And I heard, I think it was in the paper that he must have played the field, cheated on her.
I don't know anything about that.
You don't know anything about
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, top source secrets, can't let anything out. But yeah, so basically, okay, so you're in America, obviously, and was that the place where you hit your second track? Relax?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's where I performed it at the Sunset Arena. Basically, yeah, I performed there. My first time performing actually in America, and it was a good turnout actually. I opened up for One Direction actually.
That's amazing.
So
literally, One Direction were there, but also as well, one of my favourites, Usher. Okay, this guy literally, he's Mr. Smooth. He's like the hot chocolate of the music world. You've got to share the same stage with him. What does that tell you about your career? How are you feeling about achieving the heights that you've achieved so far in just under a year?
I don't know, like it's crazy because like I remember obviously growing up to, you know, like old school Usher, you know, like in this club, that kind of stuff. Like listen to that and stuff.
Definitely same.
So I don't know, just being on the same stage and just in fact obviously because I obviously got to talk to him as well actually before I performed. It was crazy. Like you just don't really like feel, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening.
Yeah.
You know, just because it feels so surreal. Like you just grew up with all this stuff, and then for it to just happen instantly. And for you to be doing what you basically dreamt of doing, you know, and you never thought you'd make it, but, you know, obviously persevere and just keep going with it. It just, I don't know, it makes it all worth it. And at the end of the day, you know, when you just go to sleep and stuff and you just think about, you take in everything you've done in this one day, you know, 24 hours, I did so much stuff. It's just, it's rewarding. And
you're only 19, you're putting all this work effort in. And you always hear about people, like, especially the older generation, that say, like, they give young people kind of like a bad name. Do you know what I mean? Like they say that young people are not dedicated. They're kind of like been the worst generation so far because they're partying.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, what I want to say though, but you break that mold, which is inspirational, man.
I mean, yeah, like obviously, obviously not everyone can basically do what they set out to do and stuff, but there's very few of us who actually do persevere with what we want to do in life. And I think that, yes, we get a bad name. We're obviously known for partying. Like, I'm guilty for doing that as well, obviously. But at the same time, we have a lot more pressure, I feel. Than
because obviously the public eyes are on you, cameras are on you, so you can't miss that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's not even just like with celebrity, like teenagers and stuff. I think just teenagers in general, they have so much more pressure than their parents did back in the day, because obviously with the economy, etc., it's so much more harder, and the pressure they have to go to uni to, it's difficult. And I feel blessed that I was able to do that, and on top of that, have a career within a very short, space of time. And I think the younger generation should have a lot more credit for, the stuff they have to basically just feel really,
Definitely. Okay, before obviously, how long we got left now? Oh shit, it's 10 minutes. Okay, so guys, literally, that's 10 minutes. Bleep out the swear words. But anyway, last minute actually, someone's put a question and it says, okay, cool. So someone, Ted Bakley from Stevenage, has said, who is your biggest role model?
Biggest role model? Obviously aside from Usher and stuff, aside from my mum, I had to mention that one.
Yeah. Mum, role model.
You've
done a good job. You've done a good job.
I would actually say Bruno Mars. Actually.
Mars?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's where I got most of my like the way I write my songs, the way the performance, I guess, the presence that you have on stage and stuff. That's what I want to bring out to my fans when I'm on stage. I want to be able to perform, not just deliver a song. I want to be able to perform. I want to be able for them to just basically like enjoy the time that they have, with me and stuff, And I think that's probably one of the main reasons why he's a massive role model to me, because I remember going to his concert. I remember just not basically worrying about any of this, the problems I had or the issues I had for that 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know how long the concert was. I can't remember, but for those 2 hours and stuff, it was just basically us, like his fans and the music, and that's what I want to basically bring out to my concerts. I want it to be just my music and my fans.
Definitely. So guys, okay, listen, we've got to cut it short now, but obviously, Victor, it was a pleasure to have you on